So Grand Rising, Elizabeth. It's Friday. Good old Friday. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice in it.
Don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Well, we have had a marvelous weekend, all week. I can't say enough about Elizabeth and you queens that come on and share your life and the good thing about being our age is we have a lot to share, right?
Yep.
Loving your locks, queen.
I give thanks.
Yes, they look beautiful. Beautiful. So let's talk today. We're going to have Miss Mary's going to come on at 8:30, and she's going to talk about her life. She popped in one day, and it was such a grand surprise to see her. And then she told us she was 80 years old and just got married. I said, oh boy, that's where they talk about your latter days will be better than your former days. Yes. Sisters out there who are not married and desire, let me throw that in there, and desire to be, it's never too late. And somebody is waiting and still looking for you. So matter of fact, there's another couple that is joining together at one is in his 70s and she's at the end of 69 or she just turned 70, one or the other, but I think 69. And coming together and still the spark and the excitement and still the little goosey-gooseys that when you see each other, that is just so beautiful. You think that it's gone, but when that person shows up, man, those little tingles start working and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know I still had it in me. So we just thank God for love and in all the different ways that it shows up. I'd like to talk today about what's up with you. What are you pregnant with? In other words, in manifesting your vision. I'm all about your passion and your vision for your passion and your purpose. And how does that line up? And how does that what does it look like to you? And what are some of the steps that you are making? So if someone was to help you with that, what is that thing that you would tell them that you are doing? And then that what's next for you or what you see is next for you in manifesting that dream, manifesting that passion, manifesting and getting you closer. You'll never totally manifest because we're always becoming. We're always working on it to the next level. We don't always know what that is, but we know that we're always until death or leaving this earthly plane and going to whatever is next. What is next? So for me, I just feel like I've shared this before that I'm in that fullness of time, although there's no fullness of time, but in those things that I have dealt with and getting to this age, which is 69, it's not something new that I'm birthing. It's another phase.
So you're taking it to the bathroom.
I
mean, you see me.
There we go. So it really is when I see, I don't know what year was that. Let's see, 79. It was about 80, 83, 84, and I had a hysterectomy. And in the midst of that, you're down for about 6 weeks right afterwards. And that was when I did a business plan for what I was doing then, which was Everett's, the beauty school and the salon. And I wrote everything down that I wanted to accomplish. And it hasn't changed, actually. I love event planning, but in the midst of what my assignment was, and still is, some of that is the natural hair salon and school. But all the things that I said that I wanted to do for the future, and that's, have schools all over the world and so on and so forth. When I look back at that very first business plan, all I'm doing is checking it out because I had the full vision of what was going to happen. So, and then other things began to add to that, to make that vision, to bring the people that is necessary for it to happen. And those people, where it's necessary for it to happen, some of those things were not joyful. If everything wasn't, like beautiful, but it all worked in the full scheme of things that I needed to learn, who I was going to work with and who I chose not to work with. And it doesn't mean just that person, it may be that personality, that it may be, the personality, it may be what is attached to that person. Because if I have to take you, then I may have to take your cousin and your brother and your husband, and all of that, and the drama of your life. So sometimes it's just the wrong timing. But then in the fullness of time for what that is, that project that's needed to be done, it, you come back. I would have never thought that Mama Ayaba was going to be, when I met her, I just fell in love with her. We immediately did art together. We immediately just, we had the same friend, a dear friend, Piamba, and it's just been like that. I would just call her. Sometimes she would just call me. It might be another year, right, Mama?
Yeah.
It may be another year. And then we pick up like we just saw each other yesterday, and I was fascinated with when I went to her website and saw how much God has invested in her and creating her. And I'm going to be selfish so that when she met me and we came to this day, she would be the one that I would call. So we don't know, as our paths cross, it's just beautiful, like that it is. And we don't know what that road is. We can only see so far. So for me, in the manifestation, or where am I in my vision, long run is, I'm really at the point where I'm bringing people together. Some years ago, about 4 years ago, I got into this building. I saw this building. God was just, things were moving like crazy. People were giving me favor. I was getting in. I actually got in the building. When I got in the building, and I had all the community in there and walking around looking at the space where they're going to put their thing. And lo and behold, the owner, it wasn't Chaldean. Do you remember what his nationality was, Pam? Yeah. But anyway, everything was wonderful. And then things started getting a little bit crazy. And we ended up having to get out of the building, which, like I said, that's a movie and a trauma in and of itself. But in the midst of that, what happened, because I told God, I said, what happened? Because I could see the very paper clip on the floor in my vision. The clearer the vision is, the closer it is to manifestation. And so, what God showed me was that when he told me the money is there, I thought the money was somewhere else. The money is there. There is very present. I thought it was outside of myself. So anyway, but in showing, got to show you the vision and will take you all the way back. Okay, now you see it. Now let's go back to the beginning and just lay the foundation. So these years, that is what has been happening. You know, more things on paper, more of the different aspects of the vision are showing up in the fullness. So you sisters out there who are multitaskers, you know, they say only do one thing, which it has its proper, you know, value. But if you're a person that is I mean, you got all kind of gifts and you hear it from this way and you hear it from the spirit, you hear it from someone talking, it shows up on the screen, you know, and Facebook is popping up for you to do this and stuff, then you're doing bits and pieces. And what God would do with me is he'd show me something. And then, I mean, even a play, even and show the whole thing. And then I said, okay, so what am I to do with it? Because the timing is not right for that. And Spirit would just tell me to file it. So I would get bits and pieces. So it ain't my fault. It wasn't my fault I was getting all that stuff, you know, but I would just file it. And then when I got to the point of that vision, the building, then I'm like, okay, as I'm walking through the building, I'm like, what am I going to do with all this? And so when the man said, so what do you want? Will it work for you? When I got in there, I said, and I told him, I said, well, let me think about it. Let me think. I got downloads like crazy on where everything was happening that was given to me over the years. Put this here, bring all that stuff, go in the file and bring it out. And then when I brought them out, so, okay, that would fit on that floor. This would fit in that room. We can do this and we can do that. But then still I had to work to pull it all together. So that's where I'm at now. It's time for all of those things to work. And I've worked a little bit in this one, a little bit on that one. I guess like the Michael Jackson's family, you know, he worked with each one of them as they came forth, right? And they fall right on into place. Well, now I need a bass player. Okay, now I need a keyboard player. Well, that's how my life has been happening, each of the different pieces. And then each of those pieces, like I have the braiding, I have the event planning, I have my music, and I have, Elizabeth. And as they all piece together and matured enough that I can now join them into one place. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm joining them into one place. So if someone were to ask me, and that's what I'm doing Sunday, is, okay, so what's next for you? Well, I know what's next for me is to secure the building. Elizabeth is running in the way that it's supposed to run. And believe me, I didn't know how this was going to happen right here in the magnitude that it is happening. And in the assurance of it happening, it's something that I know is not going to just filter away, because this is so organic. Well, like I said, Everett is 43 years old. It's running itself. So I'd like to hear more about where each of you, like what really is next for you. What would you like to see manifested so that you are, one, what are we agreeing with you in the spirit? What are we praying for you? What are we agreeing that is going to come forth? And not just like, I'm ready for money, but what is it that we need visually to see so that we can bring that before the throne of God? So for me, it is, securing the building. It is bringing the people forth. And I've been meeting the people to run different things or that have their own businesses. And I've been meeting them all along. And I've been talking to them about their vision and such all along, and where it would fit or not fit. So everything doesn't fit in the building, but it fits in the vision. And if that does not, sooner or later it will, or one piece of what you do, one gift or something may fit in what my full vision is. So, but I want to know what from you, what is that baby that you're birthing? And, what is it going to do for the community? And, just where are you in that? So let's talk about that. Okay. All right. Juanita.
Uh-oh, yep. I know you can hear me. Let me get my visual. Grand Rising, my sisters.
And rising.
Thank you so much. Oh my God. So I recognize that I am a part of the body of the baby that we are birthing. And I see that actually the baby that we are birthing is a part of the body of Christ. And so our part in the body and my part in that part, the next step in the kingdom building that I see us doing, we are about to bust medical apartheid off the earth. The power that each of us bring, that medical apartheid cannot stand against, because the healing arts that are at work among us to take us back to what medical apartheid has attempted to exclude, extinguish. At the same time, while those behind it have benefited from this, the days are over. And it's going to be done from within. And how I see it is that inroads are being made into the established healthcare system that's going to allow more of a place for the healing arts that we bring. Mm-hmm. So that's the long term that I see. It's in motion. And my part in it is getting myself in position as a fitness instructor to be compensated by insurance as a part of the healthcare team for individuals dealing with different conditions. So this involves prescriptions for exercise that are part of the prescription regimen for people with specific conditions. The person with diabetes is going to need a different type of exercise than a person with a stroke and a person with cancer. Now, my primary platform, of course, is exercise for individuals with cancer. I will be attending a webinar this afternoon on that very topic. And IAM is just growing me in this, and it comes right back to what I keep saying. He told me, enjoy and help us save my people. So I've got an event in the works. It's just in the beginning. The seed has just been planted, and it's not even fully planted. I'm in the process of planting the seed. And so it involves a fundraiser with Carmanos to raise funds for individuals who can't get the medication that I'm on right now, which I think is one of the reasons why IAM allowed me to be on this medication. It's working too. It's working awesome. And I'm having like, no, 0 to 0.0000001% of the side effects that they say can happen. And so I already knew that if God told me to do it, the doctor said and take the medicine, it wasn't going to be detrimental to me. So it's just amazing anyway. And I know that, the nutritional regimen and the spiritual regimen, and I'm all help to mitigate those side effects. And so the medicine costs $14,000 a month. And my copay is $3,200. Sister girl don't have that. Thank God there are private donors who do.
Yeah.
So now I am preparing to do an event to help raise funds for those individuals who can't afford that medicine and who, funds that raise can help them. It's a 4-part fundraiser. That's one part. The second part is spiritual solutions to heal, to prevent, manage, and heal from cancer. Spiritual solutions, nutritional solutions, and fitness solutions. So that's the 4-part fundraiser. Prayerfully, it will result in me having my own program at Carmano's that they pay for me to bring in more holistic practitioners. And that's all of us. So right now, the immediate need for me is to get back on track with doing my fitness classes, because girlfriend ain't been exercising, y'all. And so that's the immediate need for prayer for me. But overall, what we about to do, I'm just speechless. I think that sums it up. I did good, y'all. I summed it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for sharing that.
Share. All right.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. That's so very important. Carmano's. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. So that you have experienced has brought you to this point to help. We usually find our passion and our purpose through our pain, through those things that we don't like. Because what I do with LEAP is because I wish someone had done this for me in opening up a business that it would have made things a lot easier. I am not scared of hard work, but some things when people are coming against you because of whatever their mission, whatever is in the entrepreneurial sense, it stops people from being able to really help the community, because you've got people who are making decisions for our people. And when I'm gonna say our people as whatever market you're dealing with, that they don't get the help. And so yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
so
for giving
much.
us this platform.
Yeah. Someone else want to share? Thanks, Juanita. Mama Ayaba.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity to share and to, as you know, from our very first presentation about serving and receiving. I have an organization. I don't know. I have to be, I like words. I don't have an organization.
Yes.
It came to me to take all of the things that I do and put it in one package.
Mm-hmm.
And I call that Sankofa Enterprises. Sankofa is a Ghanaian word that means
I'm not going to lose this, am I? Okay. Queen, you froze. Mama Ayaba.
Yes, she froze. I'm not sure if she knows that she did.
Yeah, I'm wondering, can she hear us? Someone else want to step in until she comes back? Okay, Pam.
Oh, well, I am pregnant now. I just got pregnant, either that or I was pregnant and didn't know until the baby decided to kick me and let me know she's in there.
Do you have two, you got an echo going on?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, that better?
Yeah.
Okay, I was also on my phone. And so I'm in training now. Um, the spirit and I have been talking a lot. We've been in conversation about what it is I'm supposed to do. And so I don't know how it's going to be done. I believe that I've been doing some of it for quite some time. I just didn't know that that's what I was doing. And so now that I can see a fuller picture, it makes me feel a lot better. All these experiences that I have gone through, I am definitely going to use them to help do what I came here to do, to help strengthen my baby. And just as I, continue to walk this journey, and you know how the baby be growing on the inside and you doing what you need to do. You have these cravings and you walking and all that stuff that mothers do. I haven't had a physical baby, so I'm not sure what you guys have gone through. But I have worked with a lot of leaders in my time, and I have seen what leaders have gone through. But you guys keep going. And so that has been a real sign for me. I didn't know, Spirit told me, I've been living with Sheila and Philip since 2014. And God showed me just last week that I was in training with Sheila. And I told Sheila what God said. I said, I don't know if you knew that that's what you were doing, but you were training me. And I didn't know that that's what she was doing. But I do have to say that I have watched Sheila. And sometimes I wonder, how does she keep going? And she always does. So that's a sign and a hope for me that I could do the same. And so that's pretty much all that I want to say right now.
So you know how when people are, thanks for sharing, Pam, how people, when a woman is pregnant, there's a choice now. There was no choice years ago, but there's a choice now. Do you want to know what you're going to have, right? Do you, boy or girl, do you want to know? And some still say, no, I just want it to be a surprise. And then there was someone else, and some want to know, yeah, I want to know so that I can get pregnant, so I can get ready. I know whether I'm dealing with blue or I'm dealing with pink, right? And so it's like, Pam, you've been like just carrying this in the positioning yourself, not even knowing. You don't know what is the name of it is. Well, you do now, because like Spirit has told you, you're being trained for leadership. Those who follow, who can follow, they are the most powerful leaders, because they understand what the leader needs and they have served. And then when you serve, you are more trustworthy when you're in leadership. When Pam, when we opened the shop and the salon, and Pam was the receptionist, let me tell you, everybody looked forward to Pam. Pam would call the people the night before. They would look forward to the call. And then if she didn't, when they came in, Pam, you didn't call me. You didn't call me. And when I had to take over payroll while she had her week off vacation, Man, they were so glad when Pam, I'll be glad when Pam comes back. I'll be glad when she comes back, because that was not where my anointing is. It can be now if I have to serve. And when I do serve, then I take on that. But some of us don't find out what is called until later. Like I didn't know what my purpose was until I went and I saw the lady had it written, I am the one who what? I am the one who what? So then I went home that night and that thing just stuck with me. She said, no, this is who I am. I am the one that. I do this, I do that. That's my responsibility. That's what I bring to the world. So I am the one, and I challenge you to take this on. I am the one who creates the space and the opportunities for people to express and experience their full self-expression, their passion, and get paid. So some people, they are able to talk about what they want to do, but they never get to do it. And then creating that safe space for you to talk about it, because you don't talk about what you love to everybody, and you shouldn't. You know, those people who are naysayers, or you ain't gonna do that, or how you gonna do that? Not with so how you gonna get it done? Not that enthusiasm, but yeah, how you gonna do that? Oh, you need to stay away. I had one person tell me that I need to dream smaller. Ooh, I had to get back from that, really. Really. And he still thinks that type of way. And sometimes you find out you really think like that. You really think you love them, you embrace them, you help wherever you can, but you do not set your baby. They do not babysit your children. Okay. They're not going to feed that child like you feed that child. Right. So thank you so much for sharing, Pam. Someone else want to share?
Good morning.
Mama Awa.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm recovering from a wild last night.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
We can hear you a little bit.
Hear me a little bit. Now?
A little better. Not as loud as you usually are. You know, volume wise, not.
I'm recovering. So that perky person, give me another hour. I'm recovering from a late night session.
Yes, yes.
Hey, with myself and the computer, spirit wakes you up and leads you, I follow. I've been on the computer because I've been writing this book, and spirit is like, you took a long time, you should be finished by now. So I went to bed at 4, but I'm up.
Okay, thanks for rising up.
I can't miss this. The Elizabeth feel like coming in, how you say, birthing that baby, and that baby have walked the walk and talked the talk, and now the baby is growing. And I feel this is the arena that I guess the universe, the creator, the ancestors have led me to.
We can't hear you at all now, honey.
Yeah, I haven't heard her at all since she started.
Yeah, I haven't heard her either since she started.
Oh, they haven't heard anything. I could hear just a little bit of what you're saying.
I don't know, the volume and everything is up. Well, maybe I just have to come back to me.
Okay. Yeah, maybe you have to go out and come back in, babe.
All right.
Okay. Mama Ayaba.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, so you want to complete while your partner goes off and come back in?
Okay. I was talking about Arts and Motion, a program I created for the Afro-American Cultural Center down in Charlotte, North Carolina. When you speak of birthing and what I'm doing now, what I see myself coming to do, It's very complex for me because my mother-in-law, the lady who became my mother-in-law when I was 15 years old, she said to me, well, you can't save the world. Even Jesus couldn't save the whole world. So I asked myself, where did she get that from? Because for me, what I was talking about was simple and doable. But I'm finding out as over the years that things I'm talking about, other people look at me like, you can't do that. That's impossible. I don't know that word impossible. I know that if you take the effort and you come with the right people and the right people are sent to you, you're developing that which the universe or the creator has sent in your mind. Why would the creator put something in my mind that cannot be done? So what I endeavored to do, theater was my major, and theater is what I love. However, just like the Zoom knocked off just now, well, just when I was beginning to speak, that's the kind of crap that's been happening to me. When I was at the Afro-American Culture Center, for example, the director lost her job. And in a nonprofit, you come in with your staff. When you go out, your staff goes out. So we all who came in with her lost their jobs. So I eventually had to go back to Richmond. So I'm trying to protect myself against all that kind of stuff. Years ago, living in New York, I got a hold of something that eventually could have cost me my life. So when I'm speaking in a public arena, I try to be really careful about what I'm exposing. There's some things I'll say to you in private, but I don't know if I'm going to say it on this screen. But what I would like to do is to bring this knowledge and experience of life to our people, meaning our people, the melanated people, because we're living in a war zone. Whether we acknowledge it or not is really irrelevant to me. I know from personal experience, believe me, we are living in a war zone. We've been under attack for a long time. We're not the only ones, the brown and the yellow people too.
Yes.
So part of what I want to do is to do theater, to bring these messages to people in an unaggressive way, a way in which they can receive it through music, through dance, exposing the history and the culture to the people in a way that they can receive it. I'm also a seamstress. I can sew. I paint, I crochet, I do a bunch of creative things. And of course, as you all already know, I've written 3 or 4 books. One is poetry. I want to share all of that with the people. I want to get out here and sing the music to the people. But I also know that we have to be mindful of the fact that when you do anything to try to corral our people, so to speak, or educate them, there's the opposing force that's trying to come in and make sure that doesn't happen. But we are the priestesses. We are the queens. We are the female aspect of our people. So we are going to be treated a little differently. I think that there are a lot of entities out there that's kind of afraid of Black women. So I would like to be able to get this knowledge and initiate through African culture, through East Indian culture, which is African culture, through Chinese knowledge, through a source set, through Yoruba, through whatever we got, to do initiation with all our women and all of our people, so that we can have the knowledge to support our lifestyle. Consciousness and awareness of the propaganda that is creating the different characters that we have become. And that's what I would love to do. And that's where I stand.
So that's where I stand, and I'm sticking with it. Because it doesn't go anywhere, does it, Mama? It doesn't go anywhere. I've gone to bed, man, I'm through. And
yes.
I mean through. I can't deal with this. I don't want it anymore and stuff. And then while you sleeping, Spirit will just be in there showing you this and that and stuff. And then I wake up and I'm like, you are not right. I quit last night.
Yeah.
And now you got this refreshed idea, or somebody calls, hey, what's happening with that thing that you were telling me about 6 years ago? Like, you know what, God, you ain't right. You ain't
Yep,
right.
yep. Somebody been thinking about me and I didn't know they were thinking about me. I said, Sister Yaba, let me tell you, I got this program, like what you did. I got this. I want you to come, Elizabeth, different. What that to me is like a sign from God saying, I ain't through with you yet.
Yes.
I know it looks hard. I know you frustrated, but I got a door right here. Just walk on in that door
Yeah.
and just submit yourself and let's see what happens.
Yeah, because you did say, I did that, you should do that or something. Yeah, for you, let me make some calls. And then when I called you back, it's like you already had a whole program created. I got my friends. Let me know what you're gonna do, what you need.
Yeah, that's right. It's time to move. Let's move. I'm ready to move. And whatever direction. I mean, those are the babies I want to birth. But the arena in which they're going to be birthed, I am not calling that. I can't call that.
Yeah.
You in my thoughts, you are the grandmother of the birthing of all of our dreams and visions. And everything that people want to do is really connected. I know that some of the things that I might bring to the table, because our people have not really had these experiences, and because of a lot of propaganda against African culture that's out there, they may not be ready to embrace it. But because I grew up in the church, because I started singing in the church at 3 years old, because when I was in Charlotte, they sent me out to the churches to bring African culture to the churches. And I said, oh, Lord. So I was in the church and the Spirit said, start with motherless child. So I didn't start talking about Africa or anything about it. I started singing motherless child, and them older sisters in the church were saying amen and hallelujah. They gave me a standing ovation. I said, okay, they just opened the door. They don't even know it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
so that's primarily my approach. I want to start where our people already are. I'm not trying to change you. I'm just trying to help you to get more knowledge so you can make better decisions.
That's beautiful. You know, that was, see, I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead, tell me, sister.
That was one of the songs I used to sing. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Give me chill.
Yes, Lord.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
We all feel that. We all know that. There's a hole in us that has yet to be filled. And chasing after this way of life in the United States of America is not going to fill that hole. Yeah. And when I think of all the women whose wombs were ripped out and the baby was torn out and stomped on the ground, that's where I stand. I stand right there at that moment in time to make the turn, because we don't know about that. A lot of people don't know nothing about the history of what happened to our people, but they are experiencing it in their lives. Mm-hmm. They don't even know why certain things is happening to them, but that we can reconnect with that through Sankofa.
Yeah, yes.
And by the way, everybody should see that movie. Everybody. If you haven't seen it, you should see it. I saw it 18 times. Yes.
I have to tell you, Sankofa is where the young girl, the model, and is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm not going to share it now, but and it's been on my heart to share it, but I relate totally to that model.
All right now.
Totally. I've shared that with this brother about these brothers. They know all our history, and not all of our history, but they know very historical about our culture and such. And I was not raised in that. And so when I saw that movie, I said, that's me. That's me, and when she goes to the
plantation.
Yeah. And so that was an eye-opening for me. Thank you, Mama Ayaba. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, Wheelie.
Grand Rising, my beautiful ones.
Grand
Woo,
Rising.
Grand
Lord,
Rising.
thank you, thank you. Another day in the world. Thank you. Woo.
I
I'm
see you.
saying that
I hear
I
you. I
didn't
feel you.
I didn't finish braiding hair till like midnight last night. So
Oh my.
I'm grateful to be a guardian of the art, and that's how I look at it. So in that respect, even though my body's feeling a little hello, I'm drinking my turmeric ginger tea
Mm.
and just giving thanks for holding that cup up to us and to our beloved, all of our beloveds. Um, what I wanted, you guys are so wonderful. I want to piggyback on is in saying, Mama Ahawa, I've heard you say about the word impossible. And we all know when you're a wordsmith and when we switch and we do with these words, all we are saying is, I'm possible. I am possible. You know that. So
Yeah.
I am so grateful for each and every one of those opportunities to come out where a naysayer or hater aid person may
Yeah. Yeah.
against us say, oh, who you think you are? You doing too much. And
Mm.
then, trying to plant that seed that it is impossible. And we just keep rising and keep going. So my background in hair, the reason that I saw, oh, my battery is low too. Oh, okay, God. The reason that I got into touching and doing people's hair in where was I? 19 years old, was I saw something that I needed and felt I needed to identify with and to help others identify with. So all of a sudden, I found myself practicing on my brother's head every day. Thank you, bro. And just beginning to refine something that was coming through me and telling me to stand up, to shine our light bright, and to be who we really are. And so touching each strand of each person's hair I've done in these 51 years now, it's been a joy. It's been, I still feel like I'm learning so much, like I'm on the tip of the iceberg. But what I do get to share in sessions, I call them, with my clients is so much love, so much wisdom known and unknown. So I say all this to say my purpose, I feel, and the baby that I'm birthing every day and I tend to and change her, is of holding the space for others to just step into it. I don't care if it's a baby step, a toe in the water, your whole foot in the water, jumping in the water, putting on those high heels, those stilettos, those earth shoes, whatever. We must continue. And I have an opportunity to continue to support others. And with so much love in my heart, I feel like I'm making a movie every day because my heart is so open. And I just so invite so many in to share a common space of let's do it and let's keep walking it out no matter what. Thank you. And I'm on my way to do hair right now. So I'll be in and out, y'all. Asante.
Thank you. Thank you,
Ashe.
Ashley. I did some yoga this morning with you.
Oh, Ashe. Yeah. Keep
Uh,
moving.
I see Fauna is with us today.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. Yes. When I say that, sisters, I am, I don't know how many days it's been, but now really has shared a 40-day challenge of yoga. And so I jumped in on the second day. And Fauna and I have been, and then our leader goes traveling all over the world. So we said, well, okay, go and do your thing, because you are recorded on Facebook. And so that's what I've been using. Fauna's been doing this yoga stuff for a little longer than me, but I guess she uses it as well. Maybe. But anyway, we're going to go back to Mama Awa and let you finish. And then that'll take us to the top. We got about 4 minutes. Take us to the top of the hour. And then we're going to I'm going to entertain you with my CDs. Unmute yourself.
I'm gonna get this technology.
There you go. Yeah.
It interferes with spirit, and I have to learn the balance, because I'm like that Gandhi that sits on a mountain by herself without all this apparatus, so
Yeah.
I can hear and I can receive. But I'm working on it. For me, it's almost like ditto to Queen Mama Ayaba. It's like she's considered Tahuti, the words, the voice, and it just resonated with me while she was talking. And it's like, okay, where and how did my baby actually became? And it was a little girl that saw the injustice in others. So I am the Mayat. And so I can remember at 7, went to this religious school, sat there and watched the injustice of these certain type of teachers, especially to us. And then my journey continue on. And back then I was rebellious and in a wrong kind of way. Hey, in the Detroit Raw kind of way back then. As I start to grow, I start to see more injustice, not just within this small setting of a classroom, but then the workplace. I saw what was fair, what was unfair, and all that just fed me like a recording. And a lot of times it's like, once you know you can't look back, that's what Sankofa is. Sankofa is going backwards to bring it forward. And that's my life. I keep going back to bring things forward. And as I bring it forward, it get more and more powerful. And almost to a point that I'm almost frightened of my own self. But then folks like you, Elizabeth, and other people that have pushed me from shrinking, I realized that I am the advocate for fairness, peace, justice. You know, can you give people a break? We have the right to grace this earth just like anybody else. So even I notice even as a teenager, and I watch how maybe a student is being treated. I don't know that person, but I will stand up for him if it's not right. It is a certain justice out there that I feel like I wasn't assigned to it, it was assigned to me. And when I quit fighting with myself and allow it to flow, it's all coming into balance with me, because it starts with me. I am my baby that I'm birthing. And through that baby, I'm having opportunities to put little seeds out there and there and there. But then again, I've learned over the years, I can't turn back to see if your seed is growing, if you did something with your seed, if you watered your seed. I have to keep on going, because you say, I am, that's me. And this is I said my purpose, what I was put here for. Believe me, I've been through certain initiations right here, meaning accidents and, lessons, little life lessons, to become the teacher. And I don't have that classroom to sit you all down that anal, that's not us anyway. But I am the teacher that have experienced things that allow you to make life a little better. I am the teacher that you see. I have to walk a certain walk, talk a certain talk, be real with it, be down with it, and say,
Exactly.
That's it, mama, to set an example. So it's like when I step out my house, I don't even have to step out my house. It's like all eyes are watching me. But when I step out to my house or step into the world, it's like all eyes are watching me. not just to teach my people, but to teach others that we are a proud people. And this is how we walk, and this is how we carry ourselves. And this is how you can beat us down and try to take it out and mental slavery and all that other stuff. But it's deep down in here. And I'm just one of those people to remind us, boo-boo, for us, by us. I'm here to remind us that we have this greatness, we have this royalness, we have what others want and can't figure out, so they suppress us. We got it. And when you realize you got it, then you can walk on water. That's my baby, that's my life, which have led me to, like I said, avenues of becoming a holistic health practitioner. I don't like all them titles, but a holistic health practitioner, a body work therapist, an energy worker, massage, wait a minute, I said that, yoga instructor. This is all life. Next week, Wednesday, we're gonna talk about the medicine bag. What is in your medicine bag? This is my medicine bag. And this is what I carry with me. You know, it's like, don't start me preaching because I get so emotional about it, but it's for us, by us, you know? It's just like, I felt like I should have became a lawyer. Then I said, that's just in a courtroom. I'm a lawyer because I'm all that.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, you know. Hey, well, I have my family, they said, since I didn't go to school and do my 6-8, whatever, well, college, since I didn't go to an institute, a university, I can't be a doctor. When I go over to Africa, they call me Dr. Mama Hiwa, you know, because I sat with a chief and I had an interpreter to describe what I do. And he was listening to all this stuff that the interpreter was saying. He said, just say it. You are a doctor. But it's not recognized like that here because we have all these blockers and protocols and all these other people principles that shut us down. But I am anything and I am everything.
Everything.
What you
That's
need? I
right.
got it in my medicine bag.
That's
and if
right.
I don't, I'm gonna guide you in the right direction so that you can get it. It ain't all about me. I'm dealing with me, myself, you know.
That's how we came up with Medicine Women on Wheels.
Tell them, mama, how we started. Yes. We two mind people that came together and boom, you know, universe align you. I believe all this is going on. Elizabeth has been birthed because of you, Queen Aduni, because spirit have led you to to like, how I say, to bust open the doors so we all can come, you know, hey, the what's that? Don't start me because I love stories.
Don't get her started. We're at the top of the hour.
I will create a story for you. But no, because I'm a visionary and I like for folks to see it too. Yeah. It's like a door that's being bolted from the outside and we're trying to push our way out of this madness. But we can't do it, not unless we have force in numbers. You know, how you say, those prophets that have walked alone, because everybody done fell by the wayside. Just a few will walk with him. You know, we don't need no big entourage. We just need a few. Ooh.
Oh man, it's some good stuff, man. I can't, oh wow. Wednesday's gonna be powerful. Every day, all of them are powerful. We're at the top of the hour, so I want to bid farewell to those that are on Facebook and YouTube. Join us every day, Monday through Friday, but you can also go to Elizabeth Visionaryconference.org and hit the button, get you a ticket so you can come and join us on in our Zoom conversation. We are going to continue but I am going to release you all into the world and bless your day and your weekend. I also want to invite you to, oh my goodness, how do you find out about that? Well, this week I'm going to give a presentation to the community about what LEAP and the City of Arts is offering to the community and how you can be involved. So if you're on if you're on my site, you can just message me that you're interested in it, and I'll make sure you get the information. That's Sunday at the Tangent Gallery, and that's from 4 until 7. So peace out, and we're going to continue because I got some music for you. And the very first song that we're going to do, I'm dedicating to all of you, and in particular, Mama Ayaba and Mama Iowa. It's perfect for you. Okay. Let me make sure that I do the right one. No, that's not it. Okay. Stop live streaming. Yes, stop live stream. Yes, that's right, right?